you going to sign on to this effort to impeach Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein that House Republicans are talking about putting forward this week?
No. For what? Impeaching for what? No.
Inappropriate.
I've had my differences with Rod Rosenstein. I talk to him quite often, privately, which again is a lot more constructive than the public hearings we have. He's a Trump appointee, so is Jeff Sessions.
Legitimate. Curious point in American government. When do we see almost a shadow government come out and say, we cannot side with the government, whether it's the cabinet or the Senate? I think that's the big question.
Man, he's still as he was. He's still brutal, violent, aggressive, acquisitive, competitive, and he has built a society along these lines.
Yes, we are built upon these lines. Why do people get up on the TV and pretend like they know better? Why do they pretend like they act like people aren't gonna do these terrible things that they already know that they're gonna do? Why do they become intellectually dishonest and lie to you? Why do they pretend that they know? Why do they put up a fake reality of this world? Why do they want to shield you from the truth? I'm talking about people like Rush Limbaugh. Remember, he's still all over Trey's body. Just like how Trey is Paul Ryan's pleasure hole. You can just hear Trey every time he speaks. You just hear the sounds of him just going down on Paul Ryan. Truly incredible. What do you mean, for what? Did you hear him over there? For what?
For what? What are we going to impeach Rod Rosenstein for? I like how all of us intellectually, politically enlightened people pretend like we know what we're talking about, just to lure all these suspecting victims into our mental trap. Keep them here forever. Keep them locked inside. Keep them in their cage. Keep them held down. Keep them suppressed. Keep them underwater, barely pulling their head up for a gasp of oxygen each time as they lower your head back in, as you beg for more oxygen, as they slowly give it to you as, yes, master, yes, we are not individuals. We are not human beings. We are just slaves. We are just animals for you to take as your own pleasure, for us to do with.
Truly incredible. Like I said, why does anyone believe anything that this retard says? Why does anyone believe anything any of these retards said? Just like tomorrow. Oh, where you at, Rudy? Where you at? You said Stroke's gonna be in jail by the end of next week. Get the hell out of here. This is what I'm talking about. Rudy has no idea what the hell he's talking about. He just goes on TV and he puts on a show for the American people like some kind of action's gonna happen or something. He's just there to keep you quelled and docile like a
drip of dopamine. Just waiting for your next hit. Waiting for the next thing to come along and try to elevate your hopes like something's gonna happen. Like you're really waiting for these people to really do something. And then nothing ever happens. Nothing ever changes. And then people complain and why and they wonder. And then you have Phil Mudd just going up on the television. Yes, our good friend, Mr. Mudd. I am Mudd.
Talking about the shadow government, how the shadow government needs to
step forward and counter the democratically elected one. Well, I hate to break it to you, but we still don't have a democracy. The only, form of democracy would be the representatives and senators. Everything else has nothing to do with democracy. So give me a break with all this trash.
And now we have the queen of the resistance, the madam of the fake reality president, the leader. Oh my gosh, Hillary Clinton herself, here she is, asking President Trump which team does he play for. Which team do you think? Hillary's not even on a team, and she's going to call out, what other team people are on, which she can't. She's like LeBron James. She can't even commit to a team. She just goes to whoever pays and shills the most. Now we know. Yes, Hillary. Now we know. Now we know that you're just a complete shill. Look at the shadow government did come out and step forward. You got Fox and Chills, you got Tory News, and everybody pushing forward the shadow government in your face like their opinion actually matters or whatever. If they really cared about shutting them down and changing reality and hoping everything for the best, you realize they wouldn't put anything out that these people say. But, continue the incestuous pile. Everyone just jump in. Even you guys included who support this fake reality, who push this garbage forward. Like I said, go into a conservative chat room and try to bring up any opposing viewpoint to try to change the establishment way, and you'll just be treated as some kind of insane liberal. like John McCain must have the memory of a goldfish, or that tumor really ate away his brain, because he's been alive for a long time. So how could this be the most disgraceful American president performance garbage that he's so
intimately trying to describe, along with his pathetic daughter? Why do we care anything about what his pathetic daughter has to say? What has she done? She's done absolutely nothing. A truly pathetic individual, along with her pathetic dad. Look at that, like the old saying goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Truly, both corrupt human beings, both probably belong in some kind of prison, both belong to have their names tarnished and ran through the mud and exposed as the true evil demons as they are throughout history. End the Navy's brainwashing of the Navy record on those poor trainees about John McCain's failed Navy record in life and everything else. Truly pathetic. I can't stand human beings like this. Get a life, Megan.
sick and tired of all this trash like John Brennan over here. My name is John Brennan, and I need patriots to get this guy. I like to misuse the word patriots, just like all the other so-called conservatives and Republicans that think they know what a patriot is. I just like to throw that term out there, patriot, because it makes me feel special. It likes to make me feel a part of something, even though I have no clue about what true patriots even went through, even though I'm probably the antithesis of what a patriot actually is. It's truly disgusting how people just take this title of a patriot.
Like, all you gotta do is support your country, and that makes you get the hell out of here.
Sick and tired, like I said. I'm looking for real patriots. I'm looking for real people to bring us closer to the Constitution. I'm looking for people to really go 1776 on these people. Dog, it's just like King George times 1,000. You think our forefathers would have let half this garbage go as worse as it is right now? Truly incredible. Talking about open insurrection against our president, talking about open insurrection against our government, talking about open insurrection against American people, talking about full-on wanting to conquering and enslave us, and no other Americans have a problem with this.
Oh, you want to know why? Because you got Tory News and everyone else holding you down, just like anything Comey says here really matters. Remember, like they said, the shadow government needs to step forward. They need to come out. Notice how the shadow government's coming and step forward is to be speaking out, even though people hide behind labels like Republicans and conservatives. They're still coming out and telling you exactly how they feel, letting you know that this isn't reality. Donald Trump, remember, still isn't supposed to be there. Even though he's putting on a nice show for us, we still agree that he should not be there.
When will people realize, when will true Americans realize that all these people are doing is just feeding off you? That's the only thing they care about. They don't really care about our country. They don't really care about our nation. Like I said, they just want to report on the dismantling of the Trump agenda. That's the real wet dream. They just really want to turn this place into a third world country. They just really want to take all the borders. That's all they want to do is just report on all the trash that these so-called elected officials go in there, they steal from us. Just like the
MSM blasts the Russian summit like they haven't any idea about what they're talking about. Truly incredible how we're going to hear from all these fake politically enlightened people, all these so-called wizards. And then you have Drudge here. Here's an idea, Drudge. Why don't you shut the hell up and step the hell out of the way?
Why don't you just continue being the Amazon of news? You just want to be a shadowy figure who just steps out of the shadows every once in a while? Yeah, I'm not playing that game, dog. How about you either come forward and help in the battle, or you just shut the hell up and just sit in the sidelines? I'm sick and tired of all these so-called people's
opinions that are beyond irrelevant. Just like Drudge's opinion here. Putin wins in the history, and he doesn't have any idea about what he's talking about. No clue.
Nobody has any idea about what even happened there, but everyone's so quick to throw their retarded opinions out there, just like Drudge's. Incredible, just like the rest of MSM, just like the rest of everybody else. Just getting ready to talk about something they have no... Are you psychic? Can you read minds? Did you mentally project yourself into those meetings with Trump and Putin? You know what exactly... Well, so why is anyone even commenting about this? This is what I'm talking about. Think about how much other real news is out there. And they keep you distracted with this fake show, with this fake reality, with this
so-called drama, all this nonsense.
Like I said, you have real news out there. John McCain targeting Americans with the IRS. You don't think you can fill a couple months up with that? You don't think the hearings on John McCain being processed, sent to prison for being a traitor, and everyone else involved, like Obama and Hillary, you don't think this would take up the news?
Oh, that's right, they won't, because then their money, their coffers would suffer and everything. Get the hell out of here.
That's why I'm sick and tired of people putting that false reality, filling people with false hope like a drug of dopamine, thinking that things are actually going to change, thinking that things are actually going to happen when they're not. People actually believing, like I said, their representative. They don't care unless you're lining their pockets. Truly incredible. President Trump reportedly did not want
to allow any note takers in his one-on-one meeting with Vladimir Putin out of fears that their conversation could leak. Yeah, I know, heaven forbid they actually have a private conversation.
No one even wants to bring up how Lisa Page gets her private conversation. So the President of the United States, it's a complete problem that he has a conversation by himself, but no one cares that Lisa Page is getting a conversation by hers. No one even gonna know anything about it. Like I said, stupid as sexuous Earl, keep believing like Rush Limbaugh cares. Keep believing like you're actually gonna get any answers or get any change from him. Get the hell out of here. Why do you think I've been waking up so late this often? Because the zeitgeist has shifted. Notice how they're starting to put all these things out so Rush and everyone else keeps you blinded or whatever, because Rush only talks about specific articles. You think they don't know that?
You think they don't use that to their advantage? You don't think that's how they suppress the information so Rush just keeps you on a mental merry-go-round, on a circus of nothing? Truly incredible.
When will people realize this? This is why you're being suppressed and kept down. You need a constant hit of real information, because all they're going to do is just keep putting the fake reality in front of your face. Think about all these scandals, all these things that all those people are still involved in, you still never got any answers for.
And you really believe that you're going to get answers to anything that happened and in the serious crimes that really happened in last year's election? That is beyond proof of if without any of a doubt, like they attempt to steal our elections. Like I said, prove to me that these are elected officials when you blatantly had the government trying to elect Hillary Clinton over Donald John Trump.
Truly incredible, like I said, but you don't even have the media bringing it up. You don't have anyone bringing up this super serious matter. It's like
just a blip in reality, just a speed bump on the road of life. Like it wasn't a big deal that all of this transpired. It's not a big deal that Obama and everyone's the biggest criminal. Like I said, it's not a big deal that they're even talking about like we have a shadow government or everything. Keep believing all the so-called patriots. Keep believing all the false lies. Keep believing all the false hope. Keep believing like anything's going to change. Keep believing like these people actually care about what you have to say. Keep believing like these people on TV are actually giving you their opinion and not the opinion of their paymasters and the opinion of their contract. Keep believing like they actually know how the world works. Keep believing that they're so-called politically enlightened. Keep believing like you're actually progressing and moving forward. Keep believing like any of these so-called records are obtainable and anything more that could be swept along by the next president. Like I said, the way most of these people talk, they act like President Donald John Trump is going to be president forever. That's not how it works.
You don't think that it's just going to take one. It's just going to take one, like they're saying, one to get in there to ruin everything, bring the full slaves of enchainment down on us. You don't think that's what they want to do? Bring the guillotine on our legs, like they say, bleed us. Quick thought.